So today we are going to continue with the same chapter, that is Asia. In the last session, we had learnt about the location of the continent. Today we are going to move on with the physical features of Asia. You can see on your screen the display of the map of Asia, which includes all the physical features of Asia. Quickly, I will tell you which are the subtopics which we are going to do today. This includes the northern plain of Asia. We will learn about the central mountain system, the fertile plains formed by the rivers of Asia, the great plateaus of Asia, which are basically in the south, and the islands which are found in the eastern, southeastern, and a few scattered islands in the southern part of Asia. So let us begin with the northern plains. The northern plains of Asia is also known as the Siberian plain. It is roughly triangular in shape and it extends from the Ural Mountains in the west to the Bering Sea in the east. It is drained by three very important rivers: the Ob, the Yenisei, and the Lena. Now these three rivers drain into the Arctic Ocean. Since this Arctic Ocean is frozen most of the year round, these rivers are not able to channelize their water into the Arctic Ocean. As a result, a large marsh or swamps get formed in this particular region. On your screen you can see an image of the swamp or the marshy region which is formed by the rivers. So due to poor drainage, these kinds of swamps are very common in the northern part of the continent of Asia. Another very important feature over here is the central Siberian plateau, which is surrounded by the Verkhoyansk range, the Stanovoy, the Yablonnoy. It's over here, it is not marked in this map, the Altai Mountains and the Sayan Mountains. This is a plateau region which consists of a very important feature, that is a lake, which is known as Lake Baikal. Lake Baikal is the deepest lake in the world. It consists of nearly 20% of the water, fresh water, which is found on the earth. This deep lake, which is Baikal, you can see it on your screen. It is being displayed, a very beautiful feature in the Siberian plains. Further south, we come across the central zone of mountains. This central zone of mountain is having several mountain ranges, intermontane plateaus and deserts. You can see the central mountain very clearly in this particular map. The central mountain system has got two nodal points, the Pamir knot and the Armenian knot. The Pamir knot, which is found in the northern part of India, is a nodal point from where several mountain ranges radiate in the east, in the southeast, in the west, southwest, and in the north. Now this Pamir knot is a very high region. The mighty Himalayas are found to be radiating from this region, covering about 2,500 kilometers in the northern part of India. The Himalayan mountain ranges are found in the northern areas, and most of them are snow-capped mountains with several glaciers, which are normally the sources of rivers which flow down this mountain. Another very important mountain range is the Karakoram. Here we find a very important peak, that is K2, which is the highest peak in India. We have the Alpine tag, which branches out into Nanshan and Kunlun, and in between the Kunlun and the Himalayas we have the great Plateau of Tibet, which is nearly 4,000 meters above the sea level and is known as the roof of the world. You can see its photograph, which is displayed on the screen. This is one of the largest plateau, highest, and it is known for its intermontane plateau. It is known as intermontane. Now let's move towards the west. We have the Hindu Kush and the Suleiman range, which are found in Afghanistan and Pakistan respectively. In between the Hindu Kush, Suleiman and the Elburz, we find the Plateau of Iran. This is another intermontane plateau. Further west, we have the Zagros and the Caucasus, which are found between the Black Sea and the Caspian Sea. Here we have another nodal point, which is known as the Armenian knot, from where several mountain ranges radiate. To the west, there are two very important mountain ranges, namely the Pontic and the Taurus. In between these two ranges, we have another intermontane plateau which is known as the Asia Minor. All these ranges of mountains are very new, or they are known as new fold mountains, because they have been formed at a very later stage of the history of the earth. Coming back to the physical map of Asia, the next topic of discussion is the fertile plains. The fertile plains of Asia have been found or have been formed by major rivers which normally take their source from the central mountain system. Let's start from the east. We have the river Amur, then the Huanghe, which is also known as the sorrow of China because of the constant floods which it used to bring. We have the Yangtze, the Sikiang. All these rivers, along with their tributaries, make a large fertile plain in the eastern part of China. Moving towards the southeast, we have several rivers which are moving from the central mountain system towards the south. They include the Irrawaddy, the Salween, the Meenam, the Mekong. All these rivers are moving from north to south and emptying themselves in the Gulf of Thailand and the South China Sea, forming a very fertile plain which feeds millions of people in parts of Thailand, Cambodia and Myanmar. Moving to our country India, we have the major Ganga Brahmaputra fertile region. The Brahmaputra comes from the Tibetan plateau, moves towards the east, turns towards the west, flowing almost the entire state of Assam, before joining the Ganga and making the large Sundarban deltas along the Bay of Bengal. Ganga, with its tributaries of Yamuna, Ghagra, Kosi, makes a large fertile plain which holds nearly 1/3 of the population of India. Further north, we have another very important river, that is the Indus. The Indus, along with its 5 major tributaries, namely the Satluj, the Beas, the Jhelum, Chenab and Ravi, make a very fertile plain not only in India but also large area of Pakistan before it empties itself into the Arabian Sea. Further west, we have 2 important rivers, the Tigris and the Euphrates. Here, these 2 rivers make a very fertile plain which is known as the Mesopotamian plain. These 2 rivers empty themselves into the Persian Gulf. Further towards the northeast, the western part of Asia, we have the Turan Plain. This Turan Plain is a part of the Siberian Plain. Here we have the Aral Sea, which has got two very important rivers, which are Sir Darya and Amur Darya. This area is known for its inland drainage. Apart from all these three important physical features of Asia, we have the Plateau region. The Plateau region is mainly confined to the southern part of Asia. These plateaus are said to be the oldest features of the earth. Very stable, very strong. The Plateau of Arabia and India is having an approximate height of about 400 to 800 meters. That is, in some places they rise to 800 meters. They are sloping from west to east. Here there are no rivers, that is, the Arabian Peninsula does not have any rivers, but the plateau of the Deccan or the Deccan Plateau in India and the Shan and Yunnan Plateau of southeastern Asia is dissected by several rivers. Here, that is in India, it is dissected by the Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri, along with their several tributaries, the Narmada and Tapi, which flow towards the west. All other rivers move towards the east. The Shan and Yunnan Plateau also has got several rivers which are moving from north to south. This plateau of Arabia is very different from the plateaus of the mountain, that is the intermontane plateaus. It consists of several large features, as you can see displayed on your screen. These are known as mesas and butties, which are very common in these vast plateaus of Arabia. Moving back to the last part of the features, which consists of the islands which are found in the eastern part of Asia, the southeastern part of Asia, and a few scattered islands in Indian Ocean. These are archipelagos, that is, they are groups of several big and small islands. Starting from the Kurile Islands, the Japanese islands, which includes Hokkaido, Honshu, Shikoku and Kyushu, the Ryukyu Islands, the Taiwan Island, the Philippines consisting of Luzon and Mindanao, the big island of Borneo, Sulawesi, and the scattered islands of Indonesia. They form a very distinct feature of Asia. Most of these islands are actually the tips of mountains. They form a part of the Pacific Ring of Fire because they are surrounding the Pacific and they are dotted with several volcanoes which are not only very volatile but off and on they keep erupting and causing a lot of mayhem in this area. India also has one volcano, that is in Barren Islands in Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Fortunately, nobody stays over here. That is, the Barren Island is an uninhabited island. The island of Sri Lanka towards the south is an important island. The Lakshadweep Islands, consisting of several big and small islands, the Maldives and the Seychelles, are other such islands which are dotting and scattered in the seas and oceans around Asia. So these are the important features which you are supposed to learn in Asia. That is what we have enough time for today. Before I end the session, I just wanted to remind you that you all should learn the topic which I have just taught from page number 57 to page number 60 of the first paragraph, till the first paragraph of your book. So thank you and have a nice time.